Alright, hello you guys. So, really quick, I'm back to discuss my budgeting for March. This is a quick update. Um so we're here, March 21st. I don't know if I went over this with you guys in a previous video, but I did like a budget review. Like my projected balance I thought I would have in my checking account would have been $671, but it was $496. And obviously there's a reason why, and I'll show you guys right now. Let's see. It's because of, and yes, I write down every single one that I make, and it's rolling over into here now. But yeah. So you see all of these debits, because the debits obviously are coming from my debit card and it's coming from that checking account. But you see what we have? Let me turn this light on. Sorry. We have, I did couponing for the first time to see how I liked it. Or that was the second time. I think it was probably the second time. Don't mind this one. I'm going to have to scratch that one out because obviously I got it with cash. I don't know why I put debit card. It's just weird. But obviously that was with cash, so I have to erase that. But a lot of them are coming from, you see all these debits? USPS. We have Joann Fabric, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, USPS, Michaels. So all of that basically is for the cash envelopes that I'm doing. So I obviously, if we were to add up all of these charges, that's where that's coming from. I must say, I work from home, so I don't have too much gas to put in my car often. But, I do get out and about when I want to. And I filled up here on the March 2nd and also on March 19th for roughly around $35, $34 each time. You guys see that? So the real reason why I did want to come on here is, let me update you guys on a couple things. First, let me mention this. If you guys don't know, I signed up for kickboxing. This comes out of my actual allowance. I did have a Crunch Fitness membership, but the Crunch membership I put on hold for 3 months. Yes, it's only $10, but that's $30 for something that I know I'm not going to use for the next 3 months. And then on top of that, I may put it on hold for a little bit longer, even after the fact. But for now, just put it on hold for 3 months so I can just focus on kickboxing and getting back in the swing of things and being regular. So yeah. Whew. So all of these bills are paid. And right now, I believe in my checking account, I have like, $260 right now. And the only thing I still have left is this. So we round that off to $60. So roughly I'll have $200 in my bank account. So looking at my projected for this month, like when I do that another budget review, I'm gonna see how much I have in there. I do have some other money getting deposited, so we shall see what happens, where my actual pay is at that point. To look at this, I paid off my insurance in full, my car insurance in full for the 6 months. And this is the rental insurance I have. Now, I put sinking funds on top of that. I'm going to state that they're savings funds. I don't know if I really need it for this right here, to be honest, for the insurance. But definitely for the car insurance, seeing that that's a big amount, I would love to set aside a cash envelope and save that up, and I would have to break it down to see how much I want to save, you know what I mean? Either like per paycheck or whatever, however I want to do that. It may not even be an envelope, to be honest. It may be in a separate savings account. We shall see. I don't know. So can we really talk about this extra paycheck? Extra paycheck, everybody's saying. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, every single time this has happened, now obviously I've carried over money before. I always carry over money from the previous pay periods into the next month, which is good. Which is real good. And we know a chunk of this covered this, basically. Okay, basically covered that. Okay, so let's talk about this. As you guys may know, I'm making an extra payment onto my large Capital One credit card of $300. So this is going in for the month of April. Like, this third check for the month of March is not like an extra check for me. Will it get me ahead? Kind of. But let's look at this. So I know I get paid on my technical day. I get paid is on Fridays, but with some of my bank accounts, my money gets deposited on Thursday with certain banks that I have it deposited into. So I'm putting $765 for rent with this last paycheck for the month of April. I'm getting that paid. Now I must say my rent is not always $765. Obviously my rent is the same, but then in that same bill that I receive, it includes the water in there, and the water can vary every month on how they calculate it. So right now I must say it's been like $20 below $20 below that. So it's been like around $720 something mark. 740 mark. But I'm still gonna put $765 away. That's what I'm going to budget out every single time. So if some months the water is higher, I'll already have that money put aside. And then if there's like a month where I just want to cut back and I have something really come up, I'll already be ahead. So if I ever want to pay just the amount that I need to pay, I can do that, which is like its own type of savings fund if you think about it. So yeah. So okay. So with this particular paycheck, I have rent coming out. I gotta fill up the cash envelopes. I have Dominion and the Capital One large. So it's a little bit different, as you guys can see, because with the rent, that usually will come out on what date? Whenever I get paid. Okay, so that's the same. But like the cash envelopes, that's the same. But like the Capital One large, I'll usually say come out on the 4th, and that's when it's automatically debited. But I plan on paying these things off immediately with the paychecks, just so the money's out of my account. I don't go overboard, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm just trying something out different, you know. So let me show you April really quick. So this is how I have April set up so far. First paycheck in April, technically first check in April. I only have these things I have to pay. And of course, always my allowance and savings. My son's allowance, he'll get his allowance up here, and I usually would give him $50, but not anymore. Unless he does stuff around the house, that's the only way he'll get money. Last month I only gave him $30. I shouldn't even have given him that, seeing that he hasn't really been helping out and I always have to tell him what to do. I shouldn't have to do that. He's about to be 12 years old. He's old enough to know. So but you know, my whole thing was like, okay, if my husband was here, if his father was here still, being alive, he would have everything he wanted and more. So that was like my little gift, as like, this is from your dad, you know what I mean, if he was here. But at the same time, like, you know what, money don't grow on trees. I can't be doing that for you anymore. It was nice while it lasted, while you were young and you got to get little things that you wanted, but now you really got to work for it. But anyways, these 2 donations, I'm not going to change those at all. Those will be automatically debited. This Richmond Utility. So like for my last paycheck for April, this right here, I'm actually going to have to do a couple different things from there. The reason why I say that, oh my goodness, is because I'm going to have to pay my rent from here. Wait, hold on. Hold on. You see all the stuff I got for this? Where is it? Okay, hold on. I'm tripping. Tripping. Okay, here we go. Because, okay, so this paycheck in April will pay my rent and so forth. But I have a credit card that's due on May 4th. So that May 4th payment will still have to come from there. So when I do my budgeting for the month of April, sorry, obviously I have two different things going on here. See, that's why I'm thinking about, that's why I said it's not worth it having these extra things, because everything could be done on just that other one. You see how, this is like the classic planner, but this is the big planner. If I get another big planner for next year, I could just put everything in there. Like, this extra stuff is not necessary. That's what I was talking about in that other video, y'all. It's not even necessary. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I have, I would have to deduct out of here. I don't think I can do all that from this paycheck though. Well, you know what? I can. Let me stop lying, because obviously I'm gonna have money rolled over. I get paid almost like $1,300 on average. Let's just say that as average. This right here is not that much. You know what I mean? So I'll have money going into here. I'm going to pay my rent off with this one. So I'm going to have to add my rent here and my Capital One credit card bill here. What other things do I have coming out around the beginning of the month? Bear with me, you guys. One moment. So I'm going back to this April. Okay. So looking at like this, now I know this is all says February, but this just shows what things I have come out when. The 5th is the latest I can do my rent, which obviously I know I'm going to pay that off. You figure my paycheck in April 27th, we'll have to cover, I'm losing track, y'all. We'll have to cover things all the way up until May 11th. I don't know if I'm just jumping too far ahead, y'all. I don't see, like this right here, the Capital One big credit card, that's the one I was talking about. I have it coming out the last paycheck and then again, but obviously I'll have money carried over. I would also have to have money for the electric bill. So that's another thing I would have to, hold on. And I don't know if you guys are even interested in this because it's so far ahead, but I'm just thinking ahead. You know what I mean? This is like, these are not extra paychecks. Like, really, it's not. I mean, it depends on how, I guess, people are all squared away, you know. I guess that will work for them, but not for me. So if I don't get paid again until May 11th, obviously this will be okay for that May 11th payment, but rent I would have to have come out automatically. Once again, I don't have anything here. This would have to come out for the Capital One big credit card as well as the Dominion. When you see these up here, these come out of my small Capital One credit card, which comes out on the 16th of the month. So I'm not worried about this. I have it written down so I know when things are deducted, but I don't technically write any of these things down right here. These 3 things I don't write down because they come off with the payments that I make. So, but you guys see what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to put rent here. I'm going to have to put Dominion down here, as well as, what was the other thing? Oh, the other Capital One credit card payment. So there's going to be two. Hold on. Okay, so actually I'm going to write this stuff in here right now. So I'm going to have rent of $765. I will have another, so that's not the extra. See, this is the extra one, Capital One large, but this is going to be the regular Cap One large for $300. And then the other thing, I would have to make sure I have money transferred over into it, and this is for May. I should put that down. I should say May. And let me put another one here. And I'm doing all of this because I don't plan on coming back and like technically being off of vacation until technically my first day back will be, and back up and running and working will be on the 12th. So I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks, y'all. So I'm just trying to get ahead, you know what I mean? And just, figure things out. It may be too far ahead. I don't know. But everything's covered for the month of May. But I was just trying to figure out this extra pay that everybody talks about. This is not extra. I'm sorry. It's not extra for me. I wish it was. Probably when I get further ahead and, I will be that way. But I always have money carried over. So I'm not like living paycheck to paycheck. Technically, I'm not. I was able to pay something off for $430. Just fine. So let's do this. And the other thing was the Dominion. And what? Oh, that's 103. I already know that because that's on a budget plan. So yeah. So I kind of like this format versus the other one. I know the other one is pretty though, but I'm gonna decorate it. This is the month of March, y'all. Once again, the only thing I have left is this, but I'm just getting ahead because technically my vacation from work and everything starts here. So I'm off of work for 2 weeks. Unless I come back early, and if I really want to go back to work, so be it. But I don't know if I will do that. We shall see. But yeah, like, let me know what y'all think. Like, this was cool. This is really cool. You could check off things as they go. But some things you can just pay off in advance, and you can just have the money deducted from your account. But I really wanted to share with y'all definitely this budget review and seeing how I slacked. And it's not slacking, it's more or less, trying to start up and make the cash envelopes. And, you have to buy card stock and stuff like that. That's basically all I had to buy, in tape. But yeah. And, as I do make them and people buy them, obviously I make money back too. So it will even out in the long run. I've actually kind of made a little bit more than half of the money back already. So yeah. Yep. So we shall see how this all goes. But before my trip, these things will be out the way with. And let me mention this. I think I already told you about the Crunch Gym. But I mentioned this in one of my other videos. My son's ER bill. This I thought would be the last payment. And that's what I have written down when I spoke with the person back in August. The payments are $100 for 11 months. Well, it says 11 months, but technically my last payment will be in the month of May. So I do have one more month coming up to pay for this. So May will be the last one. But then after that, something's going to take this place. I thought, this will be, $100 back in my savings. It's technically not. I'm going to start tackling my student loans. It's been on, based on, like, my income. And this past year, 2017, I made double the amount that I made before because this is my first full year being full-time. I used to just be part-time. So I made more money. So I am going to have to tackle that. I have sent in like the documents that they needed so I can see what my lowest payment can be. That's all I'm worried about right now is paying off the lowest amount. Paying the lowest amount on my student loan. So this $100 technically will eventually be carried over, and it will later say student loans, which is good to get that stuff out the way with. But I just wanted to share with y'all my April payment and how I have it scheduled here. At the end of it, this is what I have. After all the scheduled bills listed, I should have $136 left over. So we shall see. I don't know why that amount is so small either. But we'll see, y'all. We shall see. I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. But I'll talk with y'all later. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Comment down below. Let me know how y'all do your y'all budgeting. How do y'all view this additional payment in the month of March, if that's how your payment schedule is. For me, it's just not coming up as an extra paycheck for me to splurge. It just goes towards bills, you know. It's just that I can get paid off a little bit earlier. That's all it is for me. So, but yeah, I'll talk about y'all later. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll speak with you guys next time. Bye.